Okay, your voice is in that now, by the way. Hi, Algebra 1s. Don't mind that. Just working on these videos. This video is on multiplying and dividing fractions, so by the time we're done watching it, you should be comfortable with multiplying and dividing fractions. You'll put a check mark in the syllabus box. So, scroll all the way down to page, I believe, 8. I hope that's right. Anyway, this page, it looks exactly like this. You'll find it. So when you're multiplying, you want to think about it as 6 times a third is what we want to mean. Instead of saying times, we want to think of it as of. I think that's really helpful. So we're doing 6 of thirds. 6 thirds is really what we're essentially doing. When we have like a fraction times a fraction, the of's going to make a little bit more sense. But it's super easy. First of all, we need to write 6 as an actual fraction. Any number is written over 1, just like that. So we're multiplying 6 times 1/3. You multiply the numerators together, and then you multiply the denominators together. So 6 times 1 is 6. And down here, just to make the colors for you, we have 1 times 3, which is 3. Now the only other thing about this is you have to simplify. So what can you divide out of 6 and 3? Well, you can divide both of those by 3. So I'm going to divide my numerator by 3. 6 divided by 3 is 2. Divide by denominator by 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 2 over 1 is the same thing as 2. I will accept both of these answers. But you just need to simplify it. And that's what this is doing right here. So don't really worry about that. Next, think about 1/2 times a half. Well, that one's where it gets a little fuzzy. You're going to follow the same steps, but think of it as a half of a half. So if I were to draw a picture for you, here's a half, 1/2. If we had half of that half, well, that's a 4th. Hopefully that picture helps you a little bit, but the methodology is much simpler. When we multiply across. So 1 times 1 is 1. And 2 times 2 is 4. So we have a 4th as our answer down here. Okay, you can think of that of. That helps make it a little easier for me to see. I hope that helps you too. So in multiplying fractions, give me a second to pull up my little thing so you can actually read my handwriting. There we go. You multiply the numerator and the denominator. Or I should say, you multiply the numerators, both of them, and the denominators. I'm such a good speller, aren't I? And then you have to simplify your answer. Right? And in this case, simplification, we're talking about dividing the numerator and the denominator, just like we did in the example. So that's multiplying. That one should be super simple and easy for you. Simple and easy are the same thing. Ha, I'm crazy. So here's a couple examples. I'm going to do them very quickly. So when we multiply the numerators, well, 1 times 3 is 3. 2 times 4 is 8. Can I divide the numerator and denominator or anything and simplify it? No. That's my final answer. 5 times 2 is 10. 6 times 3 is 18. Now I can divide the top and the bottom and simplify it. So use my little green. I'm going to divide both these by 2. 10 divided by 2 is 5. 18 divided by 2 is 9. Now, can I simplify 5/9 anymore? Divide it by anything? Well, I can't, so my answer is 5/9. Okay, couple more. We have 7/9 times 3/14. So just multiply across. 7 times 3 is 21. 9 times 14 is, I'm going to need to do some harder math over here. 9 times 4 is 36. So I'm going to bring my 3. 3 times 9, or 1 times 9 is 9, plus 3 more, 126. So 21 over 126. Well, if I can divide any of those things by 7, that would be great. So we have a method that we could call cross-canceling that makes it a little easier, but I don't want to confuse you with any of that if you haven't seen it before. But I'll tell you right now, you can divide both of them by 7. So 21 divided by 7, it's going to give me 3. And 126 divided by 7, well, I can't do that in my head, so I'm going to do my long division that I showed you earlier. Well, how many times does 7 go into 1? It doesn't. How many times does 7 go into 12? Well, just one time. So 7, subtract. 12 minus 7 is 5. We bring that 6 down. And 7 times 8 is 56. Subtract, I have no remainder, so we got 50, or 18 is our answer. You see it? So over here we have 3 over 18. I can simplify this even more by dividing 3 and 18 both by 3. So I get 1/6. All of that work for 1/6. Ugh, so much. Now over here, same thing, multiply across. 20 times 9 is 180. And 63 times 10 is 630. I can divide both of those by 10 right off the bat. 18 over 63. And being really good at my math facts, which you guys will be practicing, I know that I can divide both of these by 9. So 18 divided by 9 is 2. 63 divided by 9 is 7. All that work for 2/7. But the multiplying part is not too hard. If you can at least multiply them without simplifying, you're going to get some partial credit. That's great. Over here, this looks complicated, but it's really not. We just need to write 2 as a fraction. 2 over 1. So then we do 6 times 2, which is 12. And then we do 10 times 1, which is 10. And we divide both of these by 2 to simplify it. So we get 6/5, and there's my answer. Same thing on this other one. I'm going to do 12 over 1, just multiply across. 12 times 2, 24. And in the bottom, the denominator, 1 times 12 is 12. And when I divide all that out, I can divide both of those by 12 and get 2 over 1, which is just 2. Okay. Final answer. Hopefully that was not too bad. That was just multiplying.